This presentation is to quickly go over how to navigate through our Schoology course. Main thing that you need to know that's going to be one of the biggest changes is that with the distance learning, we do have set times for our virtual class. We will be using Google Meets. You can access through that with your BCPS account as long as you are logged into Chrome. Do not use Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. You must use Chrome. Schoology has been set up with self-paced lessons. In the event that you do not have access to the technology, so meaning you do not have a cell phone with Wi-Fi or you do not have a working device, so there's no way you can access the technology, we do have a remote learning option. Instead of using Google Meets to see us, you would just dial in using a regular phone. You can still listen to the meeting, and again, you all have your own, there are self-paced lessons for that as well. So first and foremost, going over to Schoology. When you open, go to courses. So go to whatever class you need to go to, and everyone's page is set up the same. You're going to see a welcome page. You're going to have your virtual class time, resources to help you get started. So this video will be posted here, how to navigate the course, how to join a live session, information about the school year, graphing calculator, and your textbook for my class. The next thing that you will see is the actual week that we'll be working on. So our upcoming week is April 6th. And again, if you do not have any type of access to technology, you would use the pink folder remote learning print pathway. So to go through everything in detail, Tuesdays, you're going to follow your A-day schedule. Wednesdays, you're going to follow your B-day schedule. Each class is set up to be 30 minutes long. All you need to do to access it, to get onto Google Meets, is literally click on where it says virtual class. It will take you directly to the Google Meet. You do not have to worry. In the event that you do not have a computer and you cannot follow those directions, you may join by phone. This is the phone number that you would dial from a regular phone, a landline or otherwise, and this is the PIN number that you will have to put in order to join by phone. In your resource folder, again, these are the main things that will be here. So if you open the folder, you'll see there's a link for how to access your textbook. There's a link for the Desmos graphing calculator. The link to this video will also be included, so you do not have to worry about any of that. The next thing I want to go over is the setup of the class. All of your classes should be set up the same. So open the folder for the week that we're working on. Click on lesson number 1. Every single lesson has outcomes, a discussion post, a learn about it, so that's basically your notes, a try it, so that's kind of what we would do as classwork, and then a show what you know, so this is the graded piece. Once you click on outcomes, make sure you read over the objective, click on next. Please participate in the discussion. I encourage you all to respond to each other. Click on next, review the notes. If you need to take notes for yourself from the notes, I encourage you to do so as well. A lot of this stuff is the things that we were studying right before we left, so it's a good thing that we're starting here. Click on next. They have practice, and we didn't want you all to not have any guidance, so we have worked out the practice for you. And then when you click next, it's going to take you to your show what you know. And then in show what you know, it's going to have the questions. So when you view it in a student view, it will take you directly to this page where you would start your new attempt. You would do your questions. Now it is set up so that there's one attempt. If you find that you have not done as well as you would have liked, please just contact me directly and I will work a redo in for you. Or if you want to ask questions, you can ask them during our virtual class. If the virtual class time doesn't work, again, we can set up a separate conference for you. The last thing that's in the folder, again, this is if you do not have any way to access Schoology, which I don't know how you would be listening to this if you did not have a way, but if you didn't, or something goes wrong, because that could also happen, click on the remote learning print pathway. You can open the PDF. This can be viewed, and they've got everything broken down for you. Lessons in practice for April 6th, week of April 13th, and week of April 20th. As we move further down, depending on how this works, the next set of remote learning activities. Oh, look, we did this at this exact assignment in class before we left. So everything is there for you. No need to worry. The last thing that I do want to go over, if you are concerned about anything that happened in quarter 3 before we left, the black folder, previous Q1, Q2, Q3 items, it is all there for you, so you can click on that folder. You can open marking period 3, and there are the 2 units that we were working on during marking period 3 if you would like to redo any of that work. I personally am not setting a deadline for when redo work has to be done. Obviously, it needs to be done before the end of the school year, whenever that is. I hope you found this little tutorial helpful, or as helpful as possible.